Hello, super kindergartners. This is Miss Rice coming to you to do a little bit of working on our writing for today. Today is Monday, October the 26th. Whew, we are getting almost close to the end of October, getting ready for November. So today we're going to work a little bit for writing. Our learning intention for today, and you can echo me, I am learning to use correct capitalization and punctuation when I write. This is how you're going to know that you're successful today. You know that you're going to be successful when you can capitalize the first letter in a sentence, capitalize the word I, and end a sentence with the correct punctuation today. We've got a lot of work to do it, but I know that you guys can do it today. So we're going to just do a little bit of a review of what makes a sentence a sentence. Can you say that with me? What makes a sentence a sentence? There are a few things that we have to remember. The first one is capital letters. All right, so we're going to make that C, and it might be backwards this way, but we're going to make a C for capital letters. Capital letters come at the beginning of our sentences, and then also if you're writing a name. We also have to have spaces between words. So spaces, this is the S for spaces, spaces between words. Because if you have all of your words jumbled up, it's going to be hard to read. And then punctuation. This is the P for punctuation. Punctuation is going to be mostly found at the end of every sentence. Sometimes it's in the middle of a sentence, but we're going to work on exclamation marks, question marks, and periods. Kindergartners, you've got a lot of work, so let's get going. So the first thing we're going to talk about is capitalization. That's a tough word, and I'm going to break it down and I'm going to say it slower. Capitalization. That means we're going to change a lowercase letter to an uppercase letter. So I have the letter A right there. I'm wondering, what would a capital A look like? Oh, I think you've got it. Absolutely. So if you know what a capital A looks like and you have a whiteboard in front of you, go ahead and draw that capital A for me. Okay. So there is a difference between a capital A and a lowercase a. We would use a lowercase a definitely in the middle of a sentence, and a capital A could be found at the beginning of a sentence or the beginning of a name. Okay. Next, our punctuation. Whoa, boy, that's another tough word. I'm going to say that word a little bit slower and I'm going to break it down for you. Punctuation. Try that with me. Punctuation. The word is punctuation. And punctuation means how we end a sentence. We know that capital letters is how we begin a sentence, but there's punctuation that's always going to be found at the end of a sentence. So a sentence is not a sentence without punctuation. I wonder if you can say that with me. A sentence is not a sentence without punctuation. There are 3 types of punctuation that we're going to talk about for kindergarten. The first one is the question mark. So I see a question mark. I'm going to try to make that question mark in the air. Try that with me. We're going to start here, go down, kind of make a little curly, and then a dot. And when we use a question mark, that means we're asking a question because we want to find out some information. So I'm going to see if you can tell me if this is a question. What is your favorite color? I know. I see an arrow beside that question mark. Oh, that arrow beside the question mark means that my voice is going to go up at the end of this question. So if I said, what is your favorite color? My voice kind of did go up a little bit at the end. So that means I'm asking a question. A period means that there is a stop. Can you do that with me? Stop. Just like that. So at the end of a sentence, my sentence is finished when I have a period. And usually I use a period when I am giving some information, and that is going to tell the reader to stop. Whoa, this is another punctuation mark. It's called an exclamation mark. Whoa, try to say that with me. Exclamation mark. And I see some big letters and I see some beautiful colors there. That word says loud. Can you try that with me? Loud. When I see an exclamation mark, that either means that I'm telling about something that's exciting. I'm also telling about something about my feelings. I'm telling about something that maybe made me mad or upset. And that means I may get a little bit loud in my sentence too. Okay? So the three types of punctuation marks are the question mark, the period, and the exclamation mark. See if you can say those with me. The, and the. I think you've got it. So let's take a look at this sentence. Oh, I see something in the corner. It says, did I remember? So did I remember my capital letters, my spaces, my punctuation? Did I remember those three things? So this sentence says, I had a great time at school last week. Oh, I see that exclamation mark. That means I'm going to get a little bit loud. But is this really a sentence? Let's use my checklist. Do I see capital letters in my sentence? And I know I have to see a capital letter at the beginning. Uh-oh. Oh no. There's something that I'm missing there. So I already know that this is not a sentence because I need to make that I a capital I. There we go. Let's see if we have spaces. Oh, I do have spaces, absolutely. Yep. And then that last word, punctuation. I do have punctuation, absolutely. So guess what? 2 out of 3, not bad, but in this case, we need 3 out of 3. So this is really not a sentence. Let's take a look at another one. I had a great time at school last week. Okay. So I'm going to use my capitalization, my spaces, and my punctuation. Let's see. Capital letters. Oh, I see it. I absolutely see it. There's a capital I. The next one I'm going to be looking at is spaces. Let's see. Oh, I do have spaces. Uh-oh. Punctuation. And I know punctuation, I'm going to find that at the end of my sentence. So let me look at the end of my sentence. Is this really a sentence? If you think it is a sentence, give me a thumbs up. If you think it's not a sentence, give me a thumbs down. Guess what? I hope you're giving me a thumbs down because this is really not a sentence. I do have capital letters, I do have spaces, but I am missing punctuation. I'm missing either an exclamation mark, a question mark, or a period. Whew. Not a sentence. Okay. Now, see this sentence. I'm familiar with it. It says, I had a great time at school last week. Oh, let me see. I need to figure out, is this really a sentence? Does it have capital letters? Give me a thumbs up if you see capital letters. Does it have spaces between words? Wow. Give me a thumbs up if you see spaces. Absolutely. Does it have punctuation? Uh-oh, hang on. Where's punctuation found? I know capital letters are found at the beginning and sometimes in the middle, but punctuation is going to be found at the end. Oh, wow. Friends, guess what? We have the C, we have the S, and the P. So this is a sentence. I had a great time at school last week. Can you try that with me? Let's count on 3. 1, 2, 3. I had a great time at school last week. Phew. I am so glad I have this checklist that can help me to figure out if it's a sentence. So, friends, now that we've talked about the sentences and capitalization and punctuation, now you need to do some work. You need to do some work. Okay? So, we're going to take a look at these sentences. If you think that A is a sentence, B or C, we're going to write that on our whiteboard. Okay? Thank you, friends.